Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look at Body, Mind, Spirit connected. And here we are for another spot of sunshine. And I know you're all spreading the smiles across the miles, right? That's my new campaign. I know. Are you all joining me? Spread the smiles across the miles. If everybody smiles, if you go into the grocery store or the clothing store or the auto dealer or everywhere, or your housekeeper comes to you, or people, anyone. I'm just get the point. Anyone, anywhere. Smile at them. It's contagious. We talk about COVID being contagious. Let me tell you something. So are smiles. So let's spread the smiles across the miles. You like that tagline? Join me in that. I'm going to put it right here. Here we go. Spread, I still don't have a voice. Smiles across the miles. There we go. Yay. Hey, okay. Spread the smiles across the miles. Da, da, da. I'm going to write a song called Spread the Smiles Across the Miles. Anyway, welcome everyone if you're here, regardless of what time you're here. So another reminder, I used to do this Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Now I am doing it every day, 7 days a week at any time. I'm going to try to do it at 10. I don't know why, just because it's a habit. But now that I'm doing, in treatment for lung cancer, I'm there most days. I'm not there today, but most days I am there at the clinic, the cancer clinic at 10. I never know when I'm going to be there because they keep changing my schedule. So that's when I got the idea to do it anytime, but every day. And the other thing about having to do it at 10, I realize that most people don't watch it at 10. People are accessing this broadcast 24/7 around the world, anytime, any day. So it doesn't matter what time I do it. Yay! Today I want to read Miranda the Panda. Miranda the Panda will make you smile for sure. You ready? Miranda the Panda. Here we go. Miranda the Panda lived in a zoo where she slept and played and ate bamboo. Though she had lots of friends in this wonderful zoo, she wished she had something exciting to do. Now I'm going to interrupt the story right here. Sorry. And see why I read these children books like Amanda the Panda. They seem really silly, but they always have a grown-up message. A message for me. For example, you'll see when I get to the end, I read this simple story, but it's just about accepting where you are and being happy in the now, in the moment, and wherever you are. And I can remember first half of my life, I always wanted to be somewhere else. If I was there, if I had this, if I had that, if I had a different job, a different whatever, my life would be better. No. It's up to me to make my life whatever I want it to be, wherever I am, right here and right now. Like right now, I no longer have a car. I'm just right here in this apartment, and I am happy, joyous, and free because that's what I am choosing. Sorry, I digress. Now back to Miranda. That was like a commercial break. So, Amanda the Panda lives in a zoo. And then came the day when the gate was ajar. So she pushed the gate open, thinking, I won't go far. And when no one was looking, she left the fine zoo, hoping she'd find lots of fun and things to do. How many times in my life has the gate been open a little bit? And I said, I won't go too far, but I go way over the boundary. Then she went into town, looked all around, and started to walk towards the children's playground. When she saw a little girl saw her, she said, she's so cute, as she looked at the panda in her black and white suit. Though Miranda didn't know what the child was saying, she just stood there and watched as the children were playing. Then she left and kept walking until she saw lots of shops. See, there's like the place, the mop shop, and then there's the candy shop. Mops, a store that just sold mops. How fun! And right next to that shop was a store that sold treats, and none that were fit for a panda to eat. Next, she walked past a store that sold wonderful toys, some meant for girls and some meant for boys, but none for pandas. The first place she stopped in sold all kinds of hats. So she tried on a hat trimmed with lots of toy cats. And she stood there, she thought, this looks silly on me. So she left the fine store and sat under a tree. Next, she went to a shop where they cut and curled hair, but they couldn't have Miranda because she was a bear. Oh, still, she stopped to show them her very large paws, and they said, we're sorry, but we do not paint claws. Here she is, showing them her claws. Well, they could have. Then she went to a school where she caused such a fuss that she left the big school and jumped on a bus. Oh, I love her. She stood up in the bus because the seats were too small, and she thought to herself, this won't do at all. Her trip into town had kept her quite busy, but the ride to the zoo was making her dizzy. She jumped off the bus when it got to the zoo and walked through the gate thinking, nothing's new. I've missed being here, and though nothing's new, I'm happy I'm back at the very fine zoo. With all my friends and the zookeeper too, the best place for me is this wonderful zoo. Do you ever feel like that when you go somewhere, even if you go where you want to go, and even if you had fun? Aren't you always glad to be home? I am. Where she comes home and she plays and sleeps and eats green bamboo. And then Panda says, Miranda says, if you were me, you'd be happy too. So that's the deal on Miranda the panda. You see, we often think grass is greener on the other side. We often think those people are having more fun than us. It's not true. It's all in an attitude of gratitude for where you are. Grow where you're planted. Or they say, bloom where you're planted. Become the best you can be right here, right where your feet are now. And that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Yay! Goodbye. Goodbye. I love my life. I hope you love your life.